Hello, my dear crafters. So one more Easter 2024 project for you. And just look at this one. How beautiful is this? Look at that. So you have this basket here. You have a little box where you can put all your goodies, all your chocolate, and you also have the option of having the other side as a basket. You put this together, and how pretty is that? I have a lot of greenery here. And I really love this one. So let me show you this and the other one that I put together to give you some options. Look at that, everything's falling apart, but I want to show you. These are some options on how to decorate. So what you're going to learn today is how to use the die that I used to create these baskets. I will show you how to put it together. So I'll show you how to create these baskets in different ways with colored papers or just doing something like this with the same color. There's some different ways of doing that. It's a very easy project to put together. This basket is really uncomplicated. So that's how we're going to start. I'll show you how to make the basket first, then we'll move into the box and how to put it together, okay? So how cute is that? I hope you make tons of these. I had a lot of fun. This was really something that I created with love, and everything's falling apart. Look at that. But that's good. I just want you to see the box itself. Not complicated at all. So without further ado, let's move to the tutorial where you're going to learn how to make these precious basket boxes. Here is the die. It's a very simple die. So you have the basket, you have these little strips of paper here that you're going to weave in. We have, let me show you this one because it uses, I think, the whole set. So in this one you will see. So that's for this, and that's there too. This you use inside of here of the flower, but I use the pearl instead. You have some eggs that you see here, and you have this little piece of, it's like weeds. So you don't really see it well because maybe on the back you'll see, because I kind of covered it, but it gives a very nice touch of these little weeds coming out of the baskets. So that's that. So it's a simple one. It's inexpensive. I really recommend it. And we're going to put it together now. So let me put this together. Here are some ideas on how you might have seen what I'm working on, my other video, but this is some ideas on how to decorate your baskets. You can use, here's what I use. I'll show you just so you can get some, and I'll have the link below to some of these collections. You can use either this chipboard. I love these chipboard stickers, like accents they call it. So you can use these ones here, or you can also buy some collections that have these stickers, and they're pretty thick. So I have used plenty. I have used many of those. In this one here, let me show you. See, it's all stickers. So you can use like the little bee, and we have some butterflies and the flowers. That's all stickers from this collection. It's called In Springtime by Echo Park. Both of these are by Echo Park, and this one it's Easter time. And I'll have some of their collections for, this is from last year. That's why I have some of the, see this little bunny here, you will see in this basket. So it's a really great, I love to buy these paper sheets, these sheets of stickers, because that's how I use it. Or of course you can use your stamps and everything. So this is just an idea on how to decorate it, but let me show you how to put it together, okay? The basket itself, it's not complicated, it's very easy. It's actually very therapeutic. Yesterday it's all I did all afternoon. I was making baskets and baskets. So I'm going to zoom in for you. So I have the basket here. This is the flower. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it, but I'm going to put it here just so you see it. I have the grass, which I cut in blue because my grass is blue today. That's what being a crafter is. We have these little pieces here, and they are, you have to make sure that they are in the right order, because see, this one is longer, because that's how you're going to weave it in. You have to put the right size. So this one will be more to the bottom. I think that's the biggest one. No, that's the second biggest one, I think. No, that's bigger than that. So you just have to know the order because that's how we're going to weave it in. And you have 6 of this, and I have one missing. Is it here? Oh, it's here. So there you go. One more, one more, one more. So there you go. So we have 6. That's what comes in. I have a little bit of pieces of grass here that I'm going to use. Just, I like to add grass because I think it adds a lot. Look at that. See? It just as a background thing. So here's how you do that. We're going to start here at the bottom. It's very easy. You are just going to pick up this piece and see this hole here. You're just gonna go up and down, like in, top and bottom. Look at that, top, and then you're gonna go over and underneath, over and underneath, and you just keep going like that until it reaches the end. And what I do is, because this is going to show, I always make sure that this comes all the way. This is the bottom one, so I'm just gonna press it down, and this comes all the way here to the border because this is going to show. So there you go. And you're going to glue just this part. You don't have to glue the whole thing. I just put some glue underneath here. Press it. So you have the first one done. And I also put glue. I always put glue at the ends, just at the ends. The rest really doesn't need glue at all. There you go. Press it a little bit, and the first one is in. And what you're going to do from now on is you are going to do the next one, you're going to do the opposite. So if this started in, now we're going to start like this, going down. Because it has, otherwise it would never look like a basket. So, and then you're going to do the same thing. In and out, so one goes over, then it goes under, over and under. It's very easy. And you just keep going over and under. Then the last one will be under. And then you're going to press it down. Make sure to leave a little bit of a hole. That's what makes it look like a basket. So you leave a little space. Doesn't have to be much, but this is good. So once it's positioned, see, I need to just press this in a little bit. It needs to be right here at the edge. And again, I'm gonna put some glue. And that's what you're going to repeat. You don't need to see me repeat the whole thing, but basically what you do is, if you just follow, do the opposite of the last one that you did. So if one started on the top, like this one, the next one's gonna be like this one. So it's gonna come from down, so from below. There you go. I'm gonna glue this one too. So we have 2 here, and I'm just gonna put one more for you to see, and then we'll be done, and then we'll decorate, okay? So see, it started on the top like this. So we're gonna go start underneath and keep going. So here it is, see? Just go up and down, up and down, up and down. We have a beautiful basket here. I mean, just by itself, it's already pretty enough. But we're going to embellish it. And what I'm going to do, and I usually do this, I'm going to zoom in so you see embellishing. I use a lot of green. So I often turn it around and I just glue the back, just the bottom here, just so I know that I will have plenty of green. And I'm going to just accelerate here while I'm putting the green on, so the video is not so long. So there you see, so we have some greenery here, and I am going to just add, I don't think I'm gonna use this for this one. See, if you do this, you're done. But I've been looking at this gnome here, and I really want to use him. So what I'm going to do is get this let me just zoom out. So this one is called The Springtime by Echo Park. I'm not going to use this for now, the grass. I'm just gonna put it aside because the gnome is already quite big. So I'm just gonna pick up some things here that I think are interesting, like this beautiful butterfly. And I'm going to do this, like press it like that, just so it oh, this is so cute. I love it. So I'm gonna get my bone folder here just to press. So adding stuff, I have some flowers, some birds, so I'm just gonna add a few things. So maybe underneath here I'll have some flowers. And I'm gonna have the gnome right here because I really like this gnome and I've been wanting to use it. So I'm just gonna put this right here. And I think we're done. I'm just gonna get a little tiny, oh, I know what. Just found, see, these really, I use these a lot because they have so many elements. So there you go. We're done with our beautiful, see, you can use the flower, you could use it here, but it would be too much, I think. So how cute is that? So use your ephemera, your stickers, your chipboard to decorate it. But that's how I wanted mine, more on the simple. And I wanted to use this little guy, and I found this precious little chick here. So there you go. One more. Let me put all of those together to give you some more decorating ideas. And here we are. I hope you enjoyed this video. So now you learn how to put it together. So for the box, you need a paper that is 8 inches by 3. And we're going to score it. Let me zoom in so you can see what I'm doing here. So we're going to score it at 2 1/4, 3 3/4, 6 7.5. So we're going to end up with 1/2 inch here. And then we're going to turn it and just basically we're going to score it right in the middle. Let's zoom out, which is 1.5 because it's 3. So 3. And that's all the scoring done. Now let's just fold in the scoring lines. 2, 3. There you go. We have all the scoring lines, and this is the box. We have the bottom and here the top. So what we need to do now is on this side, let me get my scissors because I of course forgot. So here is where your 1/2 inch is, and what we're going to do here is just cut up to the scoring line here. All this part is going to be gone, and then we're going to cut at an angle here, a little bit of an angle there, and that's what we're left with. So the top part we're going to glue, and then this bottom part here under the scoring line, because remember we scored it in the middle, we're just going to cut up to the scoring line. So 1, 2, 3. And what I do is the little ones, same thing, I'm going to cut it at an angle. It's just to make it a little bit easier to fold. So 1, 2, and then this here, same thing. Just a little bit at an angle here. There you go. That's what we're left with, and that's our box. This is the bottom, this is the top of the box. So basically what I do, the easiest way to do this is you're going to put glue here. You can use double-sided adhesive, you can use wet glue like I'm using right now, if it comes out, every time, guys, every time there is a video, it's working until there is a video. See? It's totally clogged. So I'm back. We're going to put a lot of glue here, especially here, right on the corner here, because what we do is we're going, let me get this out, we're going to just fold in half like that, and this should be, see, like that. Get your bone folder, just press it in to make sure that it's glued, and there you go. We have the top of the box is ready, and all we need to do, and here's what the best way to do is, we find, okay, so this should be, see here, so that should be, let me see, I think facing you, because you will always be looking the front of the, well, you're gonna have two sides on this case, so it doesn't really matter. So what we do is, the best way for me is to do this. So just put it on your table. We're going to, the flaps, the little flaps here, they're gonna go in first. I put a little bit of glue just to hold it in place, and just hold it like that. Then we're gonna put some glue here on this one, fold it, make sure that it's all aligned, that it's not crooked, and then the last one, then you put more glue. So we want to make sure that this holds everything. So a little bit more glue here, and we're going to close it. And once it's closed, I just press it in with my bone folder like this. So to make sure, especially the corners, I go on all the corners here to make sure that everything is in place. And there we are. We have our little box. And now all we need to do is, we have here our two baskets that I pre-prepared. So both sides will be beautiful. And of course, if you want to save, guys, you can just make it just the front like this. You don't have to do both. In this case, I'm teaching you with two. And see here, it's not, we need to see where the glue is gonna go. So we just visually see where the box hits and just put glue there. So I know that all this part here should have glue, but not more than that. So just put a lot of glue, because you want to make sure, and here at the bottom too, because the box is gonna go all the way down. So this should be enough, and you place it, and again, use your table. When you press it, make sure that you have the same, the side is kind of you have the same amount. That it basically make sure that this box is centered, okay? And press it down, and press down your basket too, because you want it to be all the way down. Once you make sure that it is, just use your bone folder again and press it to make sure that all the glue, because this basket has, you know, weaved in paper, so some areas, so it's perfectly aligned. It's good if you put it on the table, it's going to stay. And now we're going to do the same with this one. So we know pretty much the bottom here should have it, and it's more or less this size here. So I'm gonna put glue everywhere as much as you can, because all these parts here are weaved in, and you want to make sure that it will be, again, center it, make sure that you press it down, make sure that it's centered, and mine is, see, I have the kind of the same amount on both sides. Once you know it's right, you're going to press it in to make sure that all that glue is working. And there we are. So we have our box, and one side we have the gnome. I love that. So you can use either one. And the next thing we're going to do is, I like to fill it up first. So let's just fill it up with goodies. and then we're going to close the top. Do you have to? No, it's an option, but I really like to have it closed like this. I just think it looks nice like that. I have a lot of chocolate here. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of this shredded paper. Messy shredded paper. That's what it is. It's always a mess to put it in. Just press it down as much as you can and as much as you want in terms of, okay, I think this is enough. Kind of press down my weed here to get some of this mess out of the way. Just put whatever you want inside. A little bit of chocolate, of course, because what else are you going to use? And now what we need is to just find kind of the middle here. Hold it like that. And that's where we're going to put the glue. So we're going to put a whole bunch of glue here. I'm going to hold it in place so that it glues. And then the next thing I'm going to do is add the bows, okay? So I have two. Again, you can just put one. But I think it's another, it adds to the decoration because you're going to have one on both sides. And it also helps hold it in place. So you just kind of look where the middle is. Hold it there for a minute, for a second actually, and then you're going to add the other one on the back, and it's going to help hold it in place, okay? So again, align it to be, it's the same bow, and there you go. We have our beautiful basket, box basket or something. I'm just gonna get some of these. So how beautiful is that? So we have one. Let me show you the other one that we have. I'm just gonna get all this stuff out so I can show you the basket itself. So look at that. I hope you enjoyed it. This is really one of my favorite of the series. Look at that. Everything's falling apart, but that's fine. So I have two sides here. The options here are, you can just have one side, doesn't need to be two, okay? And even if you do have both sides, like I do here, two options, if you want to save time and paper, you can just have one, or if you have both sides, you have the option of either closing this or just leaving it open, but I do think it looks perfect this way. So there you are, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and you had fun making this. This is one of those things that you're going to really enjoy making. I had so much fun. Just putting this together for me was therapeutic. So there you are. All the chocolate is out now because they're falling. Thank you so much, and do check the playlist called Easter. You're going to see a lot of projects from last year and the year before, and you know, they're all different. I never repeat anything, so you get more ideas, okay, for your Easter. Thank you so much, and you have a great day.